Roosters Souths Friday night at ANZ. What's it called now?
Accor Stadium.
Accor.
Sorry, do either of us know what a call is?
Yeah, they're a hotel group.
Okay.
It's on my pen.
Footy Frothies sponsored by
Accor
Accor
Hotel.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Send me a hotel. Accor. Thank you.
Me too.
So Liam Knight comes back onto the bench. Cameron Murray turns out he's a good player and will start this week. Angus Crichton, who I thought was a good player, will not start this week. He's going to be on the bench. And Nat Butcher does start after his 2-try effort. Satili's been cleared. Siswa is named as he should have been. And Manu and Billy Smith both cleared. Billy Smith on the wing with Morowski Manu in the centres now. So they've probably just gone, oh, there's Jackson Paulo, Billy, just stand there and look at him. Ollie, what are you doing?
Well, I do really like the move of Momorowski.
Absolutely.
He's a centre.
And defensive.
He's a centre.
100%. And I don't mind, especially Billy Smith with the injury concern, sort of a bit of a
and he's not a big
smaller
body. He's
smaller
actually,
body.
Yeah, I didn't realise how small he was. In my head, he was a...
Yeah.
Give him a bit of extra time, bit of space.
Yeah. I definitely like this move. I have a feeling the Roosters might eat South Sydney alive here because they've still got that bit of a chip on their shoulder after losing to Newcastle in week 1. Sure, they beat Manly, but Manly are not a very good team at the moment. So, and neither are Souths really, but to sort of make that statement, I don't think the Roosters have beaten South Sydney in a couple of years or something. So there's that as well, added with the rivalry. I feel like the Fords may eat South Sydney alive here. That's what I'm tipping here, not to sound too much like Spud Carroll, but I think the Roosters may win this one through the Fords, even though Guzzy Crichton's coming off the bench, and I think he may have a real impact on this game still off the bench.
You know, the upside of that is potentially they could slot him in where they need him. He might even play in the middle. They could put him... I'd even play him a little bit at lock. Just get him hands on ball, which hasn't happened. He's been... Last week they played all left, and he stands out to the right and waits for his hair to grow back.
Well, my man of the match for this one, I'm going to say Victor the Inflictor has a big game, or he's going to take someone's head off and get 5 weeks.
I'd be back in 5 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't he usually when he gets suspended, it's against South Sydney, isn't it? He usually takes someone head off, but I'm hoping it's sort of a controlled aggression and he runs for big metres, makes a lot of tackles. That's sort of what I'm tipping here.
Isn't it? No, you wouldn't do it. It's almost a funny thing. You'd almost move Angus to 13 for 20 minutes and start Victor off the bench, and it might be worse. But who knows?
Well, maybe after 20 minutes they might do that.
They'll see.
I can't see anyone going into 13 in front of Radley.
No. But I'm going to say first try scorer. I'm going to say Nat Butcher crashing over. As I said, I think this will be a heavily Ford-dominated game. And my man of the match, I'll go Luke Keary with the game control, getting the Fords good ball.
I just had a complete...
Oh, sorry. I went Victor man of the match already. What am I? Co-man of the match. No, I'll go with Victor.
I just had a completely random thought. If Manu isn't cleared, maybe they start Crichton at centre.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Because if he's still on the protocol.
Then do you bring... Oh, Hutchison's already there, so you'd bring maybe...
Oh, you'd bring
Saluka Fafita probably.
No, I can't. No, Crichton, remember back end of last year, Crichton played centre and owned... whoever he was playing.
But anyway, as Ollie mentioned, I think Souths are not as good as the
Roosters.
I don't think Melbourne are as good as they were last year. I don't think they've had a really good performance this year. They struggled against the Tigers.
What
they
about
struggled against Souths.
Well, Melbourne.
They struggled They've struggled both weeks. And I think they flattered Souths with the way that Souths came back in the back end of that game. I can't push it out to 13 plus just because of the book of feuds and if there's going to be a game that they're going to be up for, it's going to be this one.
They do seem to flog each other though, don't they?
South seem to defend okay in the middle, but they don't have the go forward. No, that's mine. Get out of it. But I think it's going to be a battle of the left edges, to be honest. I think Teddy on that sweep play out to the left looked like Souths were starting to get some sort of continuity on that left edge when Milne went in there at the back end of the game. So I can see a few points coming down the left edges of both sides. I think the Roosters will start better and just hold on that a little bit longer than Souths, and we'll have the Roosters at 1-12. Man of the match, Teddy, I think he's going to have his hands all over this one. He's going to be putting people in for tries if he's not scoring them himself. And I think Billy Smith may actually score the first try off a cutout from Teddy into the corner.
I think you just took all the words out of my mouth. I'm when I get to Para.
You were kissing me.
Correct. I think I'm going to take the narrative that Melbourne were carried by Harry last week, which means I don't think. Well, whatever you rambled on a bit there. Souths. What you said about Souths is right.
They suck.
They're going to, but I'm going to go 13 plus. I'm going to go Satilli first try because he had spiders in him last week, and if he can get that sort of clear air early and reach and lumb and trample, he's going to be good. And I agree, Teddy's going to have the sweet play going. He's going to get involved in these, and he'll be man of the match. We will be waxing lyrical about one J Tedesco come this time next week.
I was going to say just quickly as a question, because I feel like it's weird we don't bring him up. Is Latrell going to have much impact in this one in the end?
Depends on the forward pack, and I think South's forward's going to get owned. I think the Roosters forward pack will really dominate him. Yeah, Latrell will be fine there, but you know what's? I think it's someone like Robbo who's going to easily cater to the fact that he's going to double down on their right side defence, and what they're going to do.
I can see South scoring 12 to 18 points, and I think Latrell will be involved in pretty much all of them, and I can see the Roosters scoring about 20 to 24 points. So.
That's exactly right. I think 12 points South and Latrell with a try and a try assist. And his try will probably be taking 3 blokes with him. And, yeah, it'll be Latrell.